There hasn't been a new asset class created since the bond market in 1693. Well, now there's a new asset class, and it is the digital asset space. The question is, are you participating? Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning. Happy Thursday to you. What an exciting time to be in the digital asset space. I gotta tell you, the BTC recover, I'm not even sure if BTC has recovered. I know it did a little bit of a dip. We shall see what it looks like later on today. Listen, by the way, Matic, just saying, Matic will be on Binance US, Binance.us, link in the description of all my videos for Binance US. And you know what we like to say here on this channel, screw Coinbase. I'm just saying, screw Coinbase. Anyway, Binance.us, Matic, get ready to get released June 5th. It'll be there 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, definitely. In my humble opinion, Binance US, the better fees, the greater accessibility, certainly Binance the US for people in the US if you're able to get access to that. All right, guys, so listen, this is your XRP Ripple daily news in 0 to 10 minutes. Let's do this. Japan's biggest banks are talking about building a digital payment system, Three of Japan's largest banks are among major players joining a study group looking at developing a digital payment system that may address concerns about digital assets. Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group, which is MUFG, Mizuho Financial Group, and Sumitomo Mitsui Financial Group, institutions that control more than $6.6 trillion in assets between them, will participate in the study group to determine the feasibility of a national digital payments solution. Japanese cryptocurrency exchange Decred, which is hosting the study group, said in a statement Wednesday that the members would examine and discuss challenges and solutions concerning digital currencies and digital settlement infrastructure. Let me say that again. The members would examine and discuss challenges and solutions concerning digital currencies and digital settlement infrastructure to find a consensus toward their realization. Aside from major banks, the group will include big players from a whole range of sectors, telecom giants, KDDI Corporation, for example, as well as the East Japan Railway Company, the country's largest rail operator, and Mori Hamada and Matsumoto, one of the big four law firms. On the regulatory side, both the Bank of Japan and the Financial Services Agency will participate as observers alongside representatives from government departments, including France and the Ministry of Economy and Internal Affairs. I'm going to share with you in a bit after this article why this is important to Ripple and XRP. Topics for discussion include how a proposed digital payment system would operate and potential use cases both in Japan and overseas. They will also examine service provision and conversations around the setting of infrastructure standards. Now, who is that company in San Francisco? They have a suite of software products, and they originally were a fintech company selling software to banks and have evolved to a blockchain infrastructure company. And I've seen infrastructure standards twice here in this article. So Reuters, which reported the story, argued that a digital payment system shared in common between banks big businesses and regulators could harmonize and refocus existing attempts to encourage Japan to move away from physical cash. While 96% of transactions in neighboring South Korea are electronic, Japan is seeking 40% cashless transactions by 2025. But as well as weaning Japan off cash, the Courage suggests that the study group will address pre-existing worries about cryptocurrencies. While digital payments can improve efficiency and convenience, the statement reads, concerns are emerging over issues including privacy protection, crime prevention measures, and technology risk. Concerns about the safety of cryptocurrencies may not altogether be surprising. Japan experienced firsthand two of the worst ever exchange hacks. It sure did, Mt. Gox and CoinCheck. Exchanges now need a license from the FSA before they can operate legally in the country. The Carrot, which has been licensed since 2019, said the study group will provide the need for a direction for the realization of valuable digital currencies in Japan. The group will hold its first meeting in June and will meet once or twice monthly until September. It will then release a report summarizing the discussions. And guys, I'm going to share why this is important. Listen, a couple of reasons, US and Japan, right? Allies kind of working together, certainly want to do, it's already been reported that they want to make sure that China's central bank digital currency, what they call the digital currency electronics payment, the DCEP, does not replace the US dollar as the world reserve currency. So that's one point. The other point is the massive, ginormous behemoth that is SBI Holdings and their consortium of banks, which I believe is 68 banks in Japan, put together by Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao, perhaps the biggest fan ever of XRP. So we saw 4 banks mentioned there. Bank of Japan, they're going to be observing, right? So the Bank of Japan is going to be observing this little process, this group, right? They're going to be checking it out, which I believe the Bank of Japan is Japan Central Bank, I believe. So MUFG, remember that name. Mizuho Financial Group, remember that name. Sumitomo Financial, Mitsui Financial Group, remember that name. All right, let's go over to xrparcade.com and see how this points. The top 100 banks and Ripple. Guys, if you're serious about leveling up your XRP IQ, make sure you go check out Leonidas and the folks over at xrparcade.com. I'm telling you, it's genius. It's a great site with a lot of valuable information. A lot of valuable information. Let me read this first, and then I'm going to share with you something. Because this is, and he updates this. They keep this thing updated quite frequently. This list is based on the 2019 Standard & Poor's Global Market Intelligence Report of the 100 largest banks in the world by total asset. The list links the top 100 banks by assets and their relationship with Ripple. Currently, 38% of the world's top 100 banks have been linked to Ripple. Currently, 38% have been linked. Bear in mind, the others, more than likely, that there are NDAs in place and banks might be connected to Ripple via other integrators. All right, so that's cool. All right, so there it is here. So that's all China. Here it is, Japan. Mitsubishi UFG, so that's that MUFG customer, Ripple customer, okay? Let's see if we can't scroll down and find another Japan. Now this is Japan Post Bank. They are SBI Ripple Asia, which is just Ripple SBIs, right, in Asia. But here's the other one, Sumitomo Mitsubishi Financial Group, SBI Ripple Asia. Here's the other one, Mizuho Financial Group, SBI Ripple, Aegis, right? All three banks associated with Ripple. So when we're talking about, right, we're talking about infrastructure, we're talking about digital payment solution, we're talking that the members would examine and discuss challenges and solutions concerning currencies and digital settlement infrastructure. Who do you think they're going to look to and point to, and who do you think might be their first option to solve these challenges that they're looking to solve? Do you think perhaps that Ripple is going to be involved in these discussions? Hey, you think Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao would, might be saying in Japanese, hey, I know a guy. I know a guy who can help us with that. You see what I'm saying, guys? Absolutely exciting news. So let's go over another article that I think is important as well. I'll go over this really, really quick. Where is it? Here it is. So this is from finextra.com. The United States must look to future-proof the dollar with a CBDC, a central bank digital currency. Accenture and the Digital Dollar Foundation have published a white paper laying out proposals for the development of a central bank digital currency in the United States. Yeah, we know that. The partnership known as the Digital Dollar Project is seeking to future-proof the dollar against developments in the way consumers and businesses transact across the world. Specifically, the project wishes to protect the US dollar's status as the world's reserve currency, which may be under threat with other national governments exploring, China's past exploring, launching CBDCs. They've launched, they're in experimental phase, right? So they're literally right on the job training, if you will, to see how well this their digital asset works. The paper also highlights the decline in the use of cash accelerated by the vehicle crisis, while also emphasizing the potential financial inclusionary benefits of a digital dollar. Inclusionary, wow, as is stressed in all discussions around digital currencies. However, the contribution of a digital dollar to international payments is also emphasized. The white paper points to the possibilities of enhancing competition in international payments and integrating financial markets, which would appear to be a statement of intent regarding the importance of the dollar retaining the status it has enjoyed for decades as the world's de facto currency, right? So they're going to go down, they're going down with a fight, right? So Giancarlo and the boys, if you will, are doing everything that they can to put this digital dollar into actual action, provide something to the powers that be and say, hey, look, these are the advantages, and we should not wait. We should move forward as quickly as possible. It cites the 30 billion in remittances that were sent from the US to Mexico in 2019 as an example of the potential. Yeah, just ask Ripple. They know all about that US to Mexico thing. As an example of the potentials in cross-border payments without the need for an intermediary. I wonder who they might be talking about there, while also reducing costs and other frictions. I'm not sure if there is another company in the digital asset space with U.S. to Mexico, kind of remittances where they without that need for the intermediary. I'm not sure if there's another. I just know that Ripple is doing it. Just ask Bitso, just ask MoneyGram. So the white paper concludes that the U.S. must decide the role it wishes to play as this wave of digital token innovation gains momentum, and question over the dollar's ability to remain a default analog instrument and unit of account. The U.S. must therefore take a prominent role in the development of the CBDCs. The launch of a digital dollar is a logical step in achieving this. This is a widespread view among experts in digital currency innovation who believe that the U.S. has the most to lose in a race and roll out a CBDC that achieves international use. Carlos Cocuzzo, economist at ING, has noted that while countries like Canada and Japan could take could take a wait and see approach with their CBDC plans. The United States cannot afford to. If, for example, the People's Bank of China were to allow foreign customers or clients to access the digital yuan, which China is already aware of, have been thinking about, it's not like they're clueless. They in fact mentioned it in that interview that we covered on our channel. I forget the guy's name, but yeah, he mentioned this fact about it would be easier for people to get the wallet, the digital yuan wallet, than it would be talking about international people, institutions, and people. They can easily get that digital wallet and begin to do things in China versus trying to go over in China and open up a bank account. So they hinted at it, and he not only hinted at it, he said, yeah, we understand that we can do this. Okay, so if, for example, the People's Bank of China were to allow foreign customers or clients to access the digital yuan, which they will do, that would have an impact on the demand for dollars in the foreign exchange market, he said. It's not an if, they will do it. It's a wallet, it's a digital wallet. Okay, so opportunity for modernization. The project moves forward a champion model that Giancarlo calls it, that proposes a digital dollar should follow. This would operate as a third form of money, a third form, alongside existing fiat currency and commercial bank money, and be distributed through the existing architecture of commercial banks and regulated money transmitters. The white paper also favors a token-based system as it more closely replicates the use of cash, rather than an account-based model, which relies on the authentication to update balances on a ledger. Addressing privacy, the project describes the balance that needs to be found between complete anonymity and full traceability. The former would be incompatible with law enforcement, while the latter could inhibit adoption. This is something that Giancarlo said as well when he was being interviewed. I forget who interviewed him as well, but I listened to that talk also. The white paper cites, it was a lady. It was a lady, and I think she was a Chinese lady, and I forget where she was from. But the white paper cites the Fourth Amendment, which protects citizens from unreasonable searches or seizures of property, which one assumes will extend to the possession of digital currency. They would assume that it would extend to the possession of digital currency. Developers of a digital dollar would then need to consider where to draw the line, according to the project, between sensible privacy rights and necessary KYC and AML compliance. It suggests that one approach would be to treat the CBDC similarly to how cash is in the present system, though acknowledges that the comparison cannot be fully borne out. Cash is anonymous, okay, if you say so, by its nature rather than by design. Nonetheless, submitting an IRS form is required when receiving a cash payment of $10,000 or more, which points towards some parameters in place to control who is allowed to possess digital dollars and in what quantity. The champion model would also explore the use of blockchain technology, possibly with a number of both private and public organizations validating transactions. A digital dollar would then spark a flurry of modernization in the existing ecosystem throughout the banking and payments industries. This could be compared to the advent of the internet and smartphones, which ushered in a wave of innovation and ingenuity in the way people and businesses are able to transact. A digital dollar, the paper claims, will provide a modern currency architecture to be leveraged and built upon. One of these areas is cybersecurity, a key requirement of a digital dollar. While there are many solutions that can mitigate risk in this area, the current financial infrastructure is built on legacy systems that could be prone to exploitation. The Fed would, of course, demand high standards of cybersecurity from any organizations wishing to use a digital dollar, which would require new infrastructure with updated technology. Yeah, I know a company. I know a blockchain infrastructure company. By the way, guys, in case you need one, I know one out in San Francisco. Great job there, Finextra.com. Yep, really, really great job. What they basically did is to cover some stuff from the Digital Dollar Project white paper and from the interview with Chris Giancarlo, and I forget the lady's name who was interviewing. I believe she was Chinese, and I forget what organization she was with. But nonetheless, this is a good article to check out for yourself as well, guys. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up this video like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money does not want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in. Will we allow our money to work for us? This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.